Today, I'm going to show you how to set up an agency and start selling AI assistants to local businesses. So to be able to do this, you're going to need two platforms. To begin with, you're going to need a CRM. I use Go High Level and highly recommend it. It's a top-notch platform that sort of covers every base that a business could need. The second platform we're going to need is an AI platform. I'm using Build Assistants. It's a platform that I run and it integrates directly with Go High Level and was specifically made for Go High Level. So there's a lot of great integrations and features that sort of cross paths here and we can make the most out of this. So I'm not going to deep dive into actually how to set up your CRM. There's tons of YouTube videos out there. I'll link some in the description. There's some really good creators that go through this. But anyway, we're going to jump into integrating the AI platform with Go High Level, and then we'll go through building the assistant. So to begin, if you sign up with Build Assistants, you'll end up on a page like this. It's your launch pad. And from here, you can connect up to Go High Level, whether you're using an agency account or you're just using the single business plan. There's both direct connections and then agency connections. Agency connection just lets you connect into the top level and then sync all your sub accounts through. And then the direct connection will let you sync a specific sub account. You can also use the direct connections if you're an agency and you have your own Go High Level SaaS and you want to externally deploy to someone else that has their own personal one. That's 100% doable. And using the tutorial on the Launchpad will show you exactly how to do it. So when you first sign up for Build Assistants, this is the page that you'll come to. It's your dashboard. You can go into here and set up branding. You can set up your white label stuff. So your logo, everything, your colors, adding your domain here. And then from this point, we can just go to the Launchpad. This is just like what Go High Level offers. It's the Launchpad and it shows you specifically things that you can connect or what most people would connect. So you're going to want to click on this one here. Mine says reset connection because I'm already connected into my agency account, but it's a step-by-step process. All you do is click connect CRM and this will walk you through the whole thing. Now in your CRM, whatever you choose for your custom menu link to show up as inside of Go High Level, it'll just be like this as the agency view here. We'll use the Morphic agency account to go through this. Under custom menu links, you can see that I've just set it up as AI agents. And then from here, we've included the custom menu link, which links back to the AI platform. And that way we can deploy it specifically to sub accounts. We can choose which ones we want and which ones we do not want. And now once you've done this, let's just use the demo account for this one. Once you're all connected and inside your sub account, you can now see the custom menu link that links back to the AI platform. Just click on it. This will load up an iframe. This is what you're going to see. It's just a plain empty dashboard. You've got your inbox, call center. This shows how many calls you've made, the average call time, appointments your agent has booked on the calls. It's going to give you a list of contacts. In here, we can build out knowledge base specifically for an assistant. So if you're deploying this to a business, the first thing you'd want to do is find out as much information about the business. We can come into here, click create knowledge base, just name it. I'll type in Ooga Booga, just a random ass name. And then under here, we can do add new data source, URL. Let's just type in the business name, whatever it is. Use morphic.com. And we'll give it a name, web scrape, upload. This will start vector storing all that data that it brings and scrapes off the website into a database. So eventually we can see, yep, chunking and tokenizing and now embedding, and this number will start moving up. We open this and toggle it. We should see some points, features, automatic assistance. Yep, sweet. Now under this, you've got assistants. This is where we're actually building the assistants so we can set up all sorts of prompts and custom tools. There's a bunch of different things in here that I'll walk you through briefly. I do have another video setting up a SMS assistant where I sort of do a bit more of a deep dive into each tool and how they work and stuff. So if you want to watch that one, it's up above me here. Under this, we've got active tags. This is how you actually get your assistant to engage with clients. So we've got Morphic Clarity Call Booking Agent. Now under here, we can just do link to an assistant. We won't do that yet because we haven't actually built the assistant. Let's create an active tag. So we'll call this one Morphic Live Demo. And when we click the plus, it's now adding that tag into the CRM. You'll see down here, it comes up and we can click save. So now that one's done. In here, we have numbers. I've already imported a number. If you want to learn how to do this, I have a separate video which walks you through step-by-step how to change your Go High Level agency over to Twilio's phone system, because off the bat, it will be set up as lead connectors, which is just Go High Level, essentially white labeling Twilio and using their services. I'll also link that one up above here for you to look at. So your numbers imported. Over here, we can do assistants, create assistant. You have a few options. If you have an ID of an assistant, I'm happy to provide you some IDs if you guys want. Just comment down below and I can update the description later with a couple pre-built IDs for you to copy over. We also got the blank model. If you know how to prompt engineer from the ground up, you are more than welcome to use this and actually type out your whole prompt manually. We have got set up an AI assistant that generates the prompt for you. This is just for speeding up the process of starting. Obviously, The hardest part about anything is just to start the process. So we're going to name this one Morphic, and we're going to give it a description. Let's use Sally. So I've just given this assistant a basic description to generate off. You are Sally, Morphic AI's clarity call appointment setter. Your role is to engage with users via the phone and get them to book a clarity call with Jonathan, the lead AI specialist. That is facts. Qualifying questions for this. These are just random ones I threw in. So 1, would you like to use AI to run your business and free up more of your time? 2, AI is obviously the hype right now, and I'm sure you've heard of its capabilities. Is there a reason why you haven't looked into it yet? And 3, what's your business's current monthly revenue? So from here, let's do create. The assistant is now going to generate this prompt for us and spit it out and ready for us to start tweaking. So this has generated us a pretty plain and simple prompt. We've got the identity, style guardrails, and response guidelines. As you can see, the response guidelines are pretty basic. Try to understand transcripts that may contain errors. Avoid mentioning transcription error. Assistants will sometimes say this, so by prompting it to not say this, it's going to reflect before it actually messages. And it's crazy that an AI can think before it speaks, but humans can't. From here, we've got the task. Greet the user and introduce yourself as Sally from Morphic AI. Ask the user if they would like to use AI to run their business and free up more of their time. If the user expresses interest, proceed to the next step. If the user is not interested, ask them if there is a reason they haven't looked into AI yet, given its current hype and capabilities. Briefly explain how AI can streamline business processes, automate tasks, and provide valuable insights, ultimately saving time and increasing efficiency. Ask the user about their business's current monthly revenue to gauge the potential impact of AI solutions. Based on the user's response, suggest scheduling a call with Jonathan, Morphic's lead AI specialist, to discuss how AI can specifically benefit their business. If the user agrees to schedule a call, book an appointment, collect the user's information, name, email, phone number to send a confirmation to, and any necessary details. So we're going to change this bottom bit a bit as the booking process. It's a very basic view on how to get the assistant to book. So we want to make this a lot more robust so there's no errors. If the user agrees to schedule the call, ask the user for their contact information, name, email, and business. Let's just do name and email because we've already called them. So email, use the tool, update details, use the tool, update details. Where the fuck were we? To extract their answer to the CRM. All right, cool. Use the tool, check availability to get available times. Offer the user 2 that you find. If the user selects the time, use the tool, book appointment to book the appointment. Reason they have not looked into AI yet, given its type and current capabilities. Use the tool, create note to make note of what user's response. Alrighty, so I've updated the task slightly and changed it around a little bit. This should work pretty efficiently. So same as what was before, just greeting the user, saying its name was Sally from Morphic AI. It's going to ask the user it's going to ask the user if they're ready for AI to help run their business and free up more of their time. If the user expresses interest, it's going to move to the next step, which is just explaining how we can streamline processes in their business. If the user isn't interested, it's going to ask them if there's any reason they haven't looked into AI yet, given its current hype and capabilities. And when they respond to this, it's going to use the tool create note. So it's going to create a note inside Go High Level under the contact, and that's going to be saved to them. So I can go back after and be like, all right, they're not interested, and this is the reason why they're not interested. From that point on, it's just going to go through and then ask about the business's current monthly revenue. We're going to use the tool monthly revenue to extract the answer to the CRM. Cool. If the user agrees, schedule a call. Ask the user for their contact information, which is just name and email. Since we're already on the phone to them, we have their phone number in the CRM. It's then going to use the tool update details to extract their answer with their name and email into the CRM. From this point, it's going to use the tool check availability to get the available times from the calendar and then offer that to the user. If the user selects the time, use the tool book appointment to book the appointment. Thank the user for their time and interest in exploring AI with Morphic and express excitement for the upcoming clarity call. All right, we'll do in here, let the user know the appointment has been booked. Thank the user for their time and interest in Morphic and express excitement for the upcoming call. End the call with a friendly, yep, cool, sweet. In here, we're going to go and add in that new knowledge base we put in. We're also going to connect up a calendar. Awesome. Tools. Let's add in the ones we specifically need. So we're going to do update details. We don't need address. We need check availability, book. We want the assistant to be able to reschedule appointments or cancel appointments. If a contact comes back and says, hey, something's come up, can we reschedule or cancel this? If that's the case, the assistant can go ahead and do that for us. It's also going to check already scheduled appointments. That way it can actually do rescheduling and canceling. We're going to do create note, and we'll leave that at that for there. We're going to leave this for now, and I'll create a custom field for us to extract these specific answers we want into. Let's jump into Go High Level real quick and make a custom field under the contact. This is how you can set up custom fields and have the assistant fill them during conversations. So if you want, you can just follow this and change it to your needs. Let's do monthly revenue object. So that will be under the contact, group contact. Yep, sweet, sweet. Save that bad boy. Now, when we go back here into the agents platform, this will allow us to now add the extraction tool in, and we can use that custom field for it. So create new tool, extraction. We're going to call this monthly revenue. I think I use that in the prompt. So we're giving it the name, which is monthly revenue. You saw me put that in the prompt earlier. And then the description, this is you telling the assistant when to use it. So I've just put in use this tool to extract how much monthly revenue the business is doing. So when they answer that question, it's going to go, all right, I need to use this tool. Let's use it. So for ID, we're going to do fields, sync. This is going to pull all the custom fields in from Go High Level. As you can see here, monthly revenue now shows. We can save that one. Add this to our assistant, and we are good to go. We now need to add our tag. So the one I made earlier, I'm going to switch the assistant back to the new bot we just made. Save those changes, go back into our assistant. I'm then going to connect the phone number I have here. It's the same thing. Switch this over, go back into our assistant. We can change the voice of her. For this, I'd recommend having a talking speed of 0.92. Voice emotion, we'll keep that at 1 for now. Sensitivity, that's fine. We've got so many languages in here you can use. I don't speak any other language but English, but obviously if you have a different nationality or you want to deploy these in a specific country, check out this. There's so many options here for you to actually go through and choose which language you'd like to use. So that will do for our voice settings. We can go into call settings and now change this. I'm going to take off ambient noise, so we'll put none. We want our AI assistant to start the conversation dynamically, so off the rip, and it will be dynamically. So we don't actually have to prompt this. It's just going to figure its own way out from the get-go on the call. We can do a determined start. So if you aren't happy with the way the assistant is starting off a conversation, we can change this so it actually conversates in the exact way you want off the rip and then goes from there. Otherwise, we can do contact starts, and that's just the assistant's going to sit in silence until they say hello. And once they say hello, it will then start engaging. If you want, you can set up incoming call webhooks. We also have post call webhooks, which I'll show you after. It automatically populates information from Twilio straight back into the CRM under that contact specifically as a note. So if we click on the Emily name here, we can scroll down and find a voice that we want. I'm going to use Grace. You can also clone your own voice if you'd like. You do need a fair bit of audio recording to get a really good output for this. If you can provide us some high quality recordings of your voice, we can clone your voice specifically, and that way it's essentially you talking to customers. I'd highly recommend this if it's a service-based business and the owner is known for being the owner. You can clone the owner's voice if they're willing to let you do that, and then have that assistant call using the owner's voice. So we'll save this. We've set up our prompt. So that's the main bit done. We've added our active tag. This allows the assistant to engage with the user. And then we've connected the phone number. We've fine-tuned the voice and the settings we want for this. We can now go over to automation in Go High Level. So this is a very basic version of this. You can set up a much better funnel and have it just flow down the whole thing. Let's say a customer inquires on the website through a contact form. We can have that contact form, whether it's built in Go High Level or not, come back into the CRM, and we can activate and engage an assistant to then outreach and start the process. I'm going to keep this super bloody simple. In here, you just have customer form submitted. So when the contact form is filled out, it then updates the opportunities and adds in a new inquiry tag. This is where we have the second one. So if we have, let's say the contact is new and we want new inquiries to be called straight away, we can set up a trigger here. So when the new inquiry tag is added, or whatever you choose to have in place is added, it automatically adds the assistant tag and then makes the call. This way you can specify who you actually want to be calling, and say you don't want to accidentally call old leads, we can channel this to be like, all right, every new lead, this assistant contacts. Every current customer or current client, this assistant deals with, because it's built specifically for it. There's a ton of different use cases we can do in this sort of area of the process. I did forget, and I do apologize. We need to copy the contact tag over so we can use it in the workflow. So just back here under this ID, let's copy that over, come back to automations. Let's change this ID over. If you do have collected information, so let's say in the contact form, you've collected the customer's first name and their company name, we can give the assistant this information as a context injection. And that way, when they start the conversation off, it's, hey, such and such, hey, first name. This is, say, Sally from Morphic AI. I'd love to know more about business name. And it just gives that personal touch to the conversation to begin with. We can save this once we've added the tag. I'm also just going to switch this over to Morphic Live Demo. Save that one. All right, now under the contact, for this one, I'm going to do it manually. So I'm going to add in myself here as a contact. If I scroll down and do add tag and put in Morphic Live, it's going to make a call to me. And you'll see in 2 seconds, my phone will start to ring. Bing, bing, bing.
This is Sally from Morphic AI. How are you doing today?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. I wanted to ask, have you ever thought about using AI to help run your business and free up more of your time?
I haven't, but I've seen lots about it on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah, AI is definitely a hot topic right now. It's amazing how it can streamline processes, automate tasks, and even provide insights to help businesses grow. Is there a particular reason you haven't looked into it yet?
I sort of just don't understand the whole, obviously AI is a new tech. I don't really understand how to use it, and I don't know how to implement it myself. So I just haven't looked further into it.
Thanks for sharing that. I'll make a note of it so we can better assist you. No worries at all, you're not alone in feeling that way. That's exactly why we offer Clarity Calls with Jonathan, our lead AI specialist. He can walk you through how AI could work for your business without any tech alone. Would you like to explore that?
What was this for again?
This is about exploring how AI can help your business.
Oh yeah,
it can
for
automate
sure.
tasks. Exactly. AI can really make a difference by saving time, automating tasks, and boosting efficiency. What's your business current monthly revenue? That'll help us gauge the potential impact AI could have for you.
So currently we're doing 23-ish per month recurring. We haven't dropped under that for about 6 months. So I think in the next year or so, we'll definitely start moving upwards towards the 50K a month mark.
That's fantastic growth. AI could definitely help you scale even faster by optimizing your operations. How about we schedule a clarity call with Jonathan to dive into how AI can support your goals?
Yeah, that'd be perfect. What times are available?
Let me check the available times for you. Here are a couple of options for you. Tomorrow, Monday, February 3rd at 2 p.m. or 2:30 p.m. Do either of those work for you?
Is there any available slots on Wednesday?
Yes, there are. On Wednesday, February 5th, we have openings starting at 8 a.m., 8:30 a.m., or 9 a.m. Would any of those times suit you?
Can we do 9 a.m., please?
Just to confirm, you'd like to book the appointment for Wednesday, February 5th at 9 a.m.
Yes.
Is that correct?
That would be perfect, thank you.
Great. Let me lock in your appointment for Wednesday, February 5th at 9 a.m. Your appointment is all set for Wednesday, February 5th at 9 a.m. Thanks so much for your time and interest in exploring AI with Morphic. We're excited for your clarity call with Jonathan. If you have any questions before then, feel free to reach out. Have a great day.
Awesome, thank you.
You're very welcome. Have a fantastic day, and we'll talk soon.
And Sally hung up the call too. So that is a brief look into how we can actually use this and streamline the whole outreach process for customers. This would be absolutely game changer, especially for, say, dentists or even beauty clinics. The ones that are hiring massive teams to do outbound reach to clients and to re-engage and reactivate databases of contacts. So you saw the live update on my screen happen in the CRM. So up here, if we refresh this page, the monthly revenue should have filled into there for us. Perfect. So monthly revenue, $23,000. And if we go to notes here, we can see the first note is the AI extracting my answer to why I haven't looked into AI services yet. And the answer was user has not looked into AI because they don't understand how to use it or implement it themselves. And then also here we've got the post-call webhook where it's extracted everything from Twilio and saved it under the note with that contact as well as the recording. And then it's also added the recording into the actual messages slot. So here's a summary. The user expressed interest in understanding how AI can benefit their business, but initially felt overwhelmed by the technology. After discussing their current revenue and growth potential, the agent successfully scheduled a clarity call for February 5th at 9 a.m. The assistant has effectively done its job and it has proceeded to do exactly what we've asked. The most effective way for you to do really well in this industry is separating yourself from all the other competition. Using build assistants, there's great capabilities with the platform. And the most important one is being able to use custom tools. So for an e-commerce business that I run, I set up a chatbot that uses our AI assistants through the platform to be able to conversate and talk with clients. So this assistant has been trained and given data specifically to what I need it to be able to do with the clients. And you can see here under custom tools, using a webhook, we've set up the get shipping info. Now this links to a Google sheet, which has all of the locations by their suburb and zip code that we can offer shipping to at a flat rate fee. Now, any that are outside of this, we do not offer the flat rate to. So when the customer asks, the assistant needs to be able to get this live data every time it's updated and reflect that in the conversation. Let's say you're from Brisbane and you live in the CBD and you provide your postcode. The assistant can take your postcode and the suburb that you're in and take that to the Google sheet and see if it matches anywhere. If it doesn't, it's going to come back and in conversation say, hey, sorry, we unfortunately don't offer the flat rate shipping to your location, but we do offer custom delivery. So if you'd like, I can notify a team member to get a quote for you and send it back. There's a lot of things you can do. Using Superbase, we can build robust knowledge bases. This is where we can upload a shit ton of data and have the assistant be able to go through a database that's been chunked and tokenized into smaller pieces and rapidly spitfire to get relevant information. Something like this is way more robust and obviously it takes a bit more of a technical approach to achieve, but if you can do this, you will set yourself apart from competition. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this walkthrough on how to set up a voice AI assistant, and also, this is a solution you could offer to businesses through your agency. I will leave the links to both Go High Level and Build Assistants in the description. If you want to see more videos or there's anything you want me to cover more in depth in this, feel free to comment and let me know. I'm more than happy to pump out videos for you guys, walking you through the platform. Hopefully you build something from this. There's so much opportunity. Get amongst it, learn some shit, fail. It's fun as fuck.